Good morning, everyone. Hope y'all are having a great morning. Well, today we're gonna try to get a little farm work done here. We're working on a brand new series. As some of you may know, I have not been posting for the last little while. Just been really busy with different things. And well, I said, well, I've been working on this series off camera, trying to just put something together that looked kind of cool. And well, that's what we worked with. The idea behind this farm is it's several generations old. It's 3 to 4 generations of operators who have ran this farm. So we have all kinds of different equipment. We have like, for example, this right here is our biggest tractor. A International 1206 is the biggest tractor we have on the farm, and we have a bunch of small tractors. I wanted that feel of it's been through several generations, and we are continuing on running the family business of farming. It is a cattle and pig farm. We do not have any animals on it right now. They're all shipped out. We'll be getting a new shipment in shortly. We do have to get hay though. We have to completely replenish our hay. We have a couple of alfalfa fields. I'll jump in the PDF here and show y'all on my phone what we're looking at. So if you look right here, we own field 16, we own field 12, we own field 20, 30, 13, 19, and 17. So we actually have quite a bit of farmland when you get right down to it. Field 22 and field 16 are in alfalfa. I also forgot to mention we own field 15, which is in corn. Field 17 and 16, no, that's 18, is also in corn, and field 13 is in corn. Field 20 and field 30 are in soybeans. So that's the current rundown of what we got. And then, of course, the farm is right here, right smack in the middle of all of it. We have a couple fields, like I said, that are kind of a way off, but we get bought. We could probably come up for a good deal. And that is the thing here. When you see some of this equipment that I'm about to show you, you'll think, okay, yeah, this equipment is several generations buying stuff at good deals and stuff like that. So I figure I'll give y'all a quick farm tour right here. I'm not real sure if anyone's going to be joining me on this series or not. Haven't quite got that far yet. I just been working on it, and I said, you know what, we're going to make a video. We're going to get back out there, and we're going to start getting some stuff done. So, if you're not familiar with this map, the name of this map is Ray County, Missouri. Starting off with the equipment tour, though, we have an International chisel plow right here. We also have a Ford TW20 on our Coon mixing wagon. We leave this hooked up all the time. This is what we use to feed the cows. If you come back here, we also have a Ford Bush Hog back here. We have our manure mixer. We have I can't talk. We have a manure spreader. We also have a Ford 6600 sitting here. That is just our odd jobs tractor. We use it for all kinds of stuff. We have I think it's exactly a 60s model Apache front, 1 ton flatbed truck that we use for different things, hauling. We also have, this was my grandpa's tractor. It is a John Deere 720, really cool. It's got the 2-cylinder in it. Sounds phenomenal. We use it for a lot of different things around the farm still yet. Coming over here, this is sort of the grain side of things. We kind of have a grain side and a hay / cattle side as well. We have an International lawnmower garden tractor. We plant a garden every year. We also have a John Deere 330 garden tractor. It's also used in the garden, and we use them both to mow. Like I mentioned before, we have our big tractor of the farm, a 1206 with a cab on it. Really nice tractor. Really enjoy this thing. It's used to pull the Cyclone planter, this grain cart, I think it's a J&M grain cart. Yes. And we also have this 2388 combine. Have a corn head and a bean head for it. Works really good. So, moving on. We do not have any, I don't think, yeah, we do have a gooseneck trailer, but our main hauling, this is a little bit different than what I normally do. Our main hauling is done with this thing right here. I think this is an R model Mack dump truck, and we use it. We have 2 of those on the farm, actually. The other one is out behind the cattle barn. And we use it to pull, one, we use it to haul grain, but two, we use it to pull this pintle hook trailer right here. If you see the screen tearing, I can't do nothing about that. It's just sort of how it is. While we're over here, we have a John Deere, what does that say? 630, yeah, 630 disc. It's a really nice disc, works really well, works up the ground. We have several of these John Deere running gear hay racks. They're really nice. We use those for our square baler. Coming into this shed, we have a Vermeer tedder. We have a New Holland disc spine. We have a 4020 John Deere. This is one of my favorite tractors. Does really good. Does really good for us. We also have a Ford 8N sitting over here. We use it to run tedders, rakes, stuff like that. We also have a Vermeer wheel rake, a John Deere disc spine, and a John Deere square baler. This is what we do all our bales with. I mean, for the size cattle operation, we really should have a round baler, but this is what we've used for generations, so this is what we're running with. Moving on, I think I already showed y'all the 2-cylinder. It's like my favorite tractor on the farm. It's really cool. And our pickup truck is a F350 dually. Works really good. We use it. I think we have one gooseneck trailer on the farm. We use it to pull, just do odds and ends. Here's the other RM model Mack truck that we have sitting back here. It's purple and gray. I really like this color combo. As you come on through back here, we have just some old junk sitting around that, you know, just generations old farm. And if you come back here to the pig facility, we have our cattle / pig trailer. We use it for both. And then we have our hog feeding tractor, which is we got this for a really good deal at a farm auction. It is a John Deere 30-A industrial tractor. Super cool tractor. Got a lot of hours on it, but it does really good. And then we have our New Holland skid steer sitting right here. And I'm trying to think what else we actually have. We have 2 more hay racks sitting over here. That way we can haul multiple in. What else do we have? I know we've got some more stuff sitting around here. We, of course, have our auger and which is sort of in the tree right now. We really need to trim that tree, actually. And we have our case corn head for our case combine, or bean head for our case combine. I've been out of this for a while, so I'm going to get sort of tangled up in words. We also have a Ford blade. We also have a Ford blade sitting here. And then we have 2 gravity wagons. Those things work phenomenal. We also pull those behind the R Model Max when we're doing grain. One goes behind one goes behind the other. That's pretty much so the farming operation. We really need to get some hay cut on our alfalfa fields. Like I said, we need to cut fields. We need to get field 16, which is a really good size field, and then we also need to get field 12 knocked out. We need to get as much hay in as we can for the cows. Luckily, though, we do have 2 hay mowers, so we're going to go ahead and get the John Deere 4020 fired up here. We're going to let it warm up, and we're going to go ahead and get the John Deere B not John Deere B. We're going to go ahead and get the John Deere 2-cylinder fired up right here. We're going to let those warm up. So I'm going to let those warm up for a while, and then we are going to go ahead and jump in and start cutting alfalfa. All right, everyone. So we got the John Deere 720 hooked up here to the New Holland disc spine. I know this looks like it would be underpowered, but it's really not. I mean, the power requirement is right there at it, and it's worked good for years, so I'm pretty happy with the way that works. We've also got the John Deere 4020 hooked up to the John Deere mower. We're going to run this one over to the field that is a distance away. And we're going to go ahead and I've got a neighbor kid coming over to help me run this. He helps me around the farm. We're going to have him run this tractor over there, and he's going to mow that field while I try to mow the big field here at the house with the John Deere 2-cylinder. I do love using that tractor, so that's the one I'm going to run. Even though this is probably technically a nicer tractor, that's just the one I like running. Oh, didn't mean to pull out in front of you there, sorry. But we're going to go ahead and get this ran over here. We're going to get him set up. I just like to get it set up in the field, get him ready to go. And then we're going to run back. I'm going to have my buddy come over here, pick me up, run me back over to the house. That way I can get started mowing. Because like I said, we really need to get this hay knocked down. We've got just the perfect window before it's going to rain, so we really need to get this stuff knocked down now. So I'm going to go ahead and head over here. All right, everyone. So we've been working here for a while trying to get everything knocked out. And, well, we've still got the neighbor kid. He did a pass or two around the field. And he had to go home for the afternoon. He had some homework and stuff he had to get done. He's still in college and all that. So, anyway, we're out here doing headlands. He got the headlands knocked out over there, so we're going to go over there after we get this knocked out. We've made quite a few passes around the field here. It's taking quite a while. This is actually a bigger field than I remember it being, which I think I say every year when we go to cut this. But everything seems to be cutting well. The old John Deere's doing well. This field is fairly clean, actually. There's no rocks or anything in it that I'm aware of that we've hit before. There was a tree stump in it a couple years ago, but after hitting that a time or two, we finally got it out, because when you're out here doing this, it's just hard to see. So anyway, we're still going around here. We've made, well, I guess you can count the rows, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We made around 6 passes around here, and then as you've seen, we chopped off that one portion because it was it had come disconnected from this portion of the field. I'll get the drone up here and you can actually see sort of what we're doing. Now, the one thing about this tractor is you miss some going around curves because you don't want to run over it, because if you do, it doesn't cut as well. So certain curves we go around, the tire actually hits, or we have to stay kind of further over so the tire doesn't hit, because this tractor's set out very wide. But I like it that way for stability reasons, and honestly, I just like the way it looks set out like that. But we're going to keep going around in circles here. Once we get this field knocked out, we're going to go ahead and get the tedder, one of the tedders hooked up with. I don't know if I showed you or not, but we've actually got 2 different tedders and 2 different rakes. So we'll get one of those hooked up, get somebody out here teddering, and while we go mow that other field, I'll just drive over there. I'll go ahead and use the tractor. There's no sense in taking this tractor over there when we've already got one there. So I'm going to keep going around in circles here and try to get some of this knocked out. All right, everyone. So we've been mowing for a while here. And if I get the drone up here, you can see we've almost got this field completely knocked out. We've got we got this little section right here. We'll go ahead and raise that up, and then we'll go back down, and you can see we've got this little section right here, and that's it. But this field is knocked out. Now we are officially done. We'll go ahead and kill the PTO on that. See if we can't go ahead and get it folded around here and head back up to the house. The next thing we've got to do is we have to go over, and where the neighbor kid couldn't finish, we got to go do that. I actually had somebody go over and check on that, and it's basically the whole field. So I may throw the drone up to y'all so that y'all can watch that in time lapse form, because I feel like that would make a really cool shot. But we're gonna get back over here to the house. We're gonna park this tractor up. We gotta get this thing washed. It was super dusty. Everything's really dry, which is good hay weather, but it's super dusty on the tractor. So we got to get that all cleaned up later on. Can't have this thing looking so dirty. But I'm going to go ahead and head on over there, and we're going to see if we can get that mowed just as soon as I get this thing parked up. All right, we just turned down the road here where the field's at, where we had him running. And I just talked to him again. He said he basically finished the headlands, which is, yeah, that looks like what he done. So we'll just pull off on the side of the road here, throw this thing in low gear. We'll just pull off right here. Yeah, it looks like he basically finished the headlands. It shouldn't take too long to get this knocked out. So I tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead and throw the drone up in the air for y'all. We're gonna get this tractor fired up. We're gonna throw the drone up in the air for y'all, that way y'all can watch us cut this field in time lapse form. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the time lapse.
The city life and the crazy nights. Figure I should probably give it a try. Maybe check it out, see what it's all about. But the traffic was fast and the money was slow. The people I met you never get to know. I kinda miss this place I used to live back home. 'Cause up here it's breakneck, paycheck, rat race, what's next? I'm tired of feeling like a small fish in a big pond. I think I'll go back where I came from, where everybody knows my name. My friends are still the same. I guess the slow life hit me just right, like a bonfire on a cold night. Hell, and you can keep your 9 to 5. Happy with the simple life. Yeah, I ain't here to try to change your mind, trying to save your time. In case you're thinking about breaking out the bucket list, girl, you can skip this funny business. 'Cause up there it's complicated and overrated. Down here everything is understated. That's alright by me. I got everything that I need, but there is breakneck, paycheck, rat race, what's next? I'm tired of feeling like a small fish in a big pond. I think I'll go back where I came from, where everybody knows my name. All my friends are still the same. I guess the slow life hit me just right, like a bonfire on a cold night. Yeah, you can keep your 9 to 5, 'cause I'm happy with the simple life. I think I'll go back where I came from, where everybody knew my name, and all my friends are still the same. I guess the slow life hit me just right, like a bonfire on a cold night. Hell, you can keep your 9 to 5, 'cause I'm happy with the simple life. Oh Lord, you can keep your 9 to 5.
Left the big city for the simple country life. Found myself a woman that it took for me to be my wife. I was working on the ground come the sun up to sundown. Hey, I'm trying to make a reputation for a man inside this town. Hard as I try, maybe I just can't. I ain't no up and kinda leaving me. She kissed me one time and she took my heart. Baby, you can love me, you can leave me, I'm a honky-tonk star. Yeah, I'm a honky-tonk star. Well, working 3 jobs, living out of a car. Mama never told me life would get this hard. Running around the world playing my guitar. Baby, you can love me, you can leave me, I'm a honky-tonk star. Yeah, I'm a honky-tonk star. Yeah, I know George Jones and Gary Sturt, and all them young guns, yeah, they've been through. Tell you one thing that you won't believe, a woman ain't nothing but a thing to me. Burn right through them like a cigarette, or a line of cocaine on a private jet. I give them good loving like they won't forget. Baby, good Lord knows what time it is. Hard as I try, maybe I just can't. I ain't no up and kinda leaving me. She kissed me one time and she took my heart. Baby, you can love me, you can leave me, I'm a honky-tonk star. Well, working 3 jobs, living out of a car. Mama never told me life would get this hard. Running around the world playing my guitar. Baby, you can love me, you can leave me, I'm a honky-tonk star. Yeah, I'm a honky-tonk star. I'm a honky-tonk star. Lord, I'm a honky-tonk star.
All right, everyone. So we're going to go ahead and shut the mower down here. We got this knocked out. We want to let that completely shut down and quit spinning before we fold it up. This field didn't take too awful long. I mean, it helped that he had the headlands knocked out for sure. Where I missed that spot right there, there used to be a stump or something right there, and I thought it was still there, and then I got to looking like, nah, it ain't there. So we just went ahead and mowed it. Actually, I think if I remember right, we took that out a couple years ago, but I still am very cautious about it. I guess we'll go ahead and fold the mower up here. I guess we'll go ahead and run this back to the house. Ain't no sense in leaving it here. We might as well run it back, and we'll just come have somebody bring me back and pick up the pickup. I tell you what, it takes a little getting used to this synchro shift after running the old 620 all day, because you know, you just pick a gear and stick with it, but now this one here, you kind of got to shift it to get it going. But they're both pretty cool and I like them. But we're gonna go ahead and head back to the house now. Actually, before we come over here and did this, I went ahead and got the old Ford hooked up to the Vermeer tedder, the 4-basket, and I think I've got a buddy coming over later that's gonna tedder some for us. We want to get both these tethered today. So I don't know if we'll be able to do it or not. We'll be running kind of short on daylight, but we're gonna try. I'd like to get them kicked out because the way these mowers do, they clump them up, and with this alfalfa, it's just hard to get it to dry any with it clumped up. Right there's actually the other field. That one field that we mowed with the 620 actually basically connects. It doesn't connect to it, but you can see it from this road right here that you go down to get to the other field. But I'm gonna go ahead, get this back to the house, and we're gonna figure out what we're gonna do on tethering. All right, everyone, so we're headed back to the farm in the pickup now. I got my buddy Daryl over there. He is tethering the field. We got him over there on the red belly. We're gonna run the Ford. He prefers running the red belly over the Ford. I said, hey, the Ford, I mean, it's a lot smoother ride than the red belly, but he prefers using it, so that's what we got him using, the red belly with the 2-basket tedder, Vermeer tedder we got. So we're gonna run back over to the house. We're gonna jump on the Ford and we're gonna start tethering that. I think we'll be able to get it knocked out today, but I'm not 100% sure, but we're gonna try our best. I've got the 4-basket tedder. He should get done over there before I do, even though he's got a smaller tedder, because that is a smaller field by a long shot. So that should work out. If he gets done, we may have him come over here and try to help me out a little bit. But that's the plan for right now. When I get going out here, I'll show you guys kind of what we're doing. But I mean, it's tethering. It's pretty self-explanatory. But I want to hop on the old Ford with the 4-basket Vermeer tedder and get to running. So I will see y'all in a little bit when we get some of this done. All right, everyone. So we've just about finished up tethering here. We don't like a whole lot. If y'all jump up here, I'll follow the drone up so y'all can see right quick. We've pretty well got everything done. I'm just going around hitting a few spots we may have missed. We've got everything knocked out here in the middle pretty well. We should actually be, I believe we're done. I think I've got everything done. It just sort of, the way the tedder throws things different ways, you sort of have to really look hard to see it because, well, obviously there's not a lot of color difference, but I believe I've got this field knocked out. My buddy called me probably about an hour and a half ago and said that he had finished, and he brought the tractor back to the farm. I don't know where he put it, but he did say he brought it back, so that's good. And he went home. So that's knocked out. So all in all, today has been a pretty productive day. I mean, we've got in the hay mode. We started early this morning getting the hay mode, both places, and we got it tethered in the same day. So now I'll probably let this lay for a good 3 or 4 days, let it bake in the sun and dry out really good, because, well, I don't want to have to tether it or anything again, because with alfalfa, the more you tether it, the more it knocks the leaves off of it. So I want to let it dry as much as it can, but I needed to really get it kicked out really good. We've got a lot of equipment to wash. I know I gotta check. I'm thinking I may have to call the fuel company to come out here and put some fuel in the barrel, because I don't know that we have any. I need to look in the sight glass over here. I think there's a sight glass somewhere on this thing, or maybe that was on the other fuel tank. It must be on the other fuel tank. Anyway, I'm pretty sure that this thing's empty. I'll have to check, but I'm 95% sure that this thing is basically empty. So I need to get on the phone with the fuel company and see if we can get them to bring some diesel out because I know this tractor's probably okay, but I know this tractor and the Ford both need fuel, and we're gonna need to get those all cleaned up. And we're gonna have to get the 4020 off the mower for sure. We're gonna have to get it hooked up to the baler. It's my baling tractor. And we'll probably we'll either put this tractor or the Ford on the rake. I'm not real sure which. And if I really want to, I could actually have somebody come and run this rake, or I could run this rake. It's just sort of a backup, but sometimes when we're doing multiple fields like this, it makes things go a lot quicker if you have two different pieces of machinery running. So I'm going to try to figure out where he left the Ford, because I'm not seeing it. And, well, get a few things straightened out, and I may call the fuel company and see if they can come out and deliver us some fuel. All right, everyone. So it turns out my buddy actually lives between here and that field, so he had stopped off at his house, but he went ahead and brought it on. I thought he had told me he'd brought it back here, but I guess he was telling me he was going to stop off and then bring it back here. But anyway, we've got everything back up here to the farm now. We need to, I've called the fuel company. They are supposed to be coming either tomorrow afternoon or the morning, either tomorrow morning to tomorrow afternoon is what he was saying. They're kind of busy this time of year, so he's not sure exactly when he's going to get here, but we should have fuel by tomorrow. So that is a good thing, because we won't be bailing or nothing for the next couple of days. But I think that's probably going to be about it for this one. We got quite a bit done. We got the hay mowed and tethered, so that's really good. Normally I only get it mowed, but that was thanks to some help with my buddy. But I think that's probably going to be about it for this one. If you enjoyed, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button down below. Well, with that, thank you for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and bye for now.